Mr. Gary Vee, pleasure to meet you.
Such a pleasure.
What do we got going on here? What we're going to do here is something that nobody else does.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special and brand new episode on the channel. This is the start of a very unique series. We are a guest at Sasha, his house, the famous father of the famous Gary Vee, and we are rebuilding a 400,000 gallon koi pond together with Brian, Jeff from Atlantic Oasis. It's going to be a week project. It's a lot of work, but first, before we get started, I want to thank you, Sasha, for your hospitality, having this great pond for you. One we are rebuilding. It's going to be a very, very unique week. I can't wait to see the end result. So I am going to change, or at least try to get one of these beautiful shirts for this project. And then look at that, guys. The Gary Vee and Sasha Vee koi pond rebuild. Let's get to work. I literally landed 40 minutes ago.
In Newark?
Yes.
Yep. But I'm turning him into American. I got him global entry, so it's quicker.
He's good. I would love to answer some questions if anybody has one.
Yeah, sure. Is this the house where you grew up?
We moved here when I was in 8th. Not really, per se. I grew up more in Edison, but we moved to this area, when I went to, for high school. So I spent my high school years here. Didn't look exactly like this. Very different scenario, but so I got a couple of years of rural New Jersey, which was nice and different. But my brother really grew up here. He's 11 years younger than me. He was 3 when we moved here, so this is really where he grew up.
If this were 100 by 100, not 150 by 150, and we set the median depth at 5, you got 10,000 by 5 is 50,000 times 7.5 is somewhere in the neighborhood of 420,000. Between 400 and 500 max, and probably around 4 is the maximum. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank
Nice.
you. But that is a lot of water, and it's probably how many liters?
Wow, times 4, so it's going to be 1.4, 1.5 million liters.
Wow, that is insane. So the coolest part, look at that, guys, look at the stones. These rocks are being harvested from Sasha, his own property, and that's the cooler part. It takes 1 hour to get a rock like the one is coming right now. Look at that, guys. That thing is massive. Here we go. Wow. That is gorgeous. That is amazing. I'm gonna stay out of the way of this amazing machine. So I think we got around 50, 60 rocks over here. We got these huge boulders over here, and we all gonna use them for this ponding. Guys, this is just such an amazing project. We had a small talk with Gary, I'm a huge fan of Gary, and of course also of his father, because both of them, they are really some really nice, kind, and amazing people. And don't forget, Gary is one of the most famous people here, one of the most famous entrepreneurs in the United States, which is absolutely insane. So he gave us some advice, which is so valuable, and that's why I'm so proud to be here together with Brian, of course, who arranged everything, together with Atlantic Oasis, who took care of all the materials. And that is so cool that we are rebuilding this koi pond. So in the back, we have different contractors working. We have Eric Triplett, the pond digger, one of the guys that I really, really love together, but also Sean from Art of the Yard from Colorado, and many more. And I will introduce them to you in this series. These will be long videos. You will see me a lot of talking, but I also will show you a lot of things and challenges we will have with this pond build. I tried to get Brian on camera as well this week. He's very busy with Sasha, of course. Gary is at the moment working in the house, but he will come back for the pond because he's really excited to see this koi pond developing. And he is really into koi, so that is something really cool. So how cool would it be if we get Gary to Japan? Anyway, that's something for the future. So this is a 400,000 gallon koi pond. I will get you into all the technical details in the next few episodes, but as you see, this is a natural pond, a natural koi pond. Actually, Sasha, the father of Gary, he is really into koi. He lost a tancho, that is one of his most favorite variety. So maybe we can get him a Tansho, or I can get him a Tansho as a present somewhere this week or somewhere in Japan, which I think is the coolest thing to do. I'm gonna turn the camera around because I'm not that important, but I think this project is massive. It's really good. It is something I looked forward for such a long time. Eric, my man, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
So I already introduced you again. I love your Meta glasses, by the way. So give us a quick, watch out for your head. Give us a quick.
I got a hard hat. I'm okay.
Yeah, I need one as well. Give us a quick update. What are we doing over here, and what's the purpose of these?
This is going to be our intake bay, okay? So we're using the Atlantic system, and we can pump 20,000 gallons an hour through there. 30,000, we're going to pump 20. And we're going to do 10,000 over there and 10,000 over here. So we're building out 3 locations where we can draw water from. And we can send it up to the waterfalls and to the wetland system that we have going on up there. So that's kind of what our goal is here. And since this is on a slope and it's a clay bottom, it makes it a little more challenging because we can't dig into the clay because that's the waterproofing. You see, so we have to like build it out, backfill with stone and cobble, and so that's what we're up against.
So what I noticed is that these liners are I don't know how you say it, but these are very
geotextile fabric.
One more time,
geotextile fabric. Let me explain something here. So the fabric is not for waterproofing. The fabric is to control particulates in the pond. So this is a clay natural bottom pond, and so a lot of clay ponds, they're kind of dizzy and like murky and a lot of particulates floating around, right? Turbid. So what we've done is we have the clay base underneath, we're putting down the geotextile, and then we're covering it with stone and logs and natural habitats for fish and stuff like that. And so that's going to hold the particulates out from being in suspense.
So that makes the pond clear as
Suspension.
well.
Yeah.
Epic. So we just talked about challenges. What kind of challenges do we have more for this project besides the slopes?
The slopes, the challenges is time, of course. We're trying to get this done before Koi Fest, which is amazing because we've got people from all around the country. Some of the challenges have been the stone here is unbelievable. Look at this stone right here. We pulled this off the property, like out in the woods. We have machines and stuff. So part of our challenge is getting into the woods, getting the rocks without damaging them too much, getting them up to the location, and then getting them placed and getting it done in a timely fashion. I mean, we're going to be at Koi Fest literally in like 4 days. We have so much work still to do. It's unbelievable.
But are we going to make it happen?
Yeah, we're going to make it happen.
Good job, buddy.
All right, man.
I will talk to you
I gotta go to work.
way more this
I got
week.
stuff to do. Are you going to be on the podcast this weekend?
Of course I will.
Bro, I asked you to interview me about the first time we went to Japan.
Yes.
I probably only went to Japan because you pushed me over the edge. So I want you to interview me on my podcast about the trip.
We're going to make that happen.
I've been waiting for it.
We're going to make that happen.
I'm so glad you're here.
Okay, go back to work.
We're getting a lot done. I'm not sure it'll be done in 3 days, but it'll be done in 4 or 5 the way they're going.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
beautiful.
Well, we're following everyone this week, so it's going to be a really, really nice week. Aoife, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Demi Fortuna.
Awesome.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. All right, guys, I just took a little step back to enjoy this view. I don't know, I can't wait to see the development of this pond in the next view. So I've designed this card, and the coolest thing is that this design is made for me. You see all the shiny carps, the koi, and I'm a big fan of Japan, of Pokemon. So I got this card for Sasha. I'm gonna hand it over right now. He's there chatting with Brian in the shadow. Sasha, I got a little reminder of our week here. I know Gary is into his own cards with the V Friends.
Yeah, V Friends and
I designed my own Pokemon card with carps on there. So this is the Mr. Koi Partner card. I signed it for you as a little memory. So it's a unique design, and it's to promote our beautiful hobby.
Koi. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
you so much.
Oh yeah, guys, some fresh rocks harvest from Gary and Sasha, his property. Look at that. I'm gonna do a little step back. Here you go. And those things are freaking heavy. And And then we have this little guy, I think it's called a bobcat or something, and this one is taking all these beautiful flat rocks. Look at that. This is a professional. Look how he's balancing this.
So right now we're working with Demi from Atlantic Wassa, and we're going over the drainage for the bog system here. This is how we're going to flush it to clean it.
We're going to be able to pick up all the sediment in the pond very effectively in these eco blocks, but we want to put 4 4-inch pipes or 3 4-inch pipes at the bottom with valves so that we can use the pumps to actually flush all the organics out. That means we've got to dig down to the bottom of this area here in a trench and come out to daylight by those boulders, so that with buried valves you open them up and flush out all the organic debris onto the lawn. So we have to dig a very large trench right here.
We need a lot of dirt. We need more resources. We need more materials, and so we don't want to like block ourselves off. So, and then we went from 4 intake bays to 2 double big ones. We're like making some changes on the fly, and I just want to verify because we have a lot of chiefs. I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Yeah. So Demi, I'm going to make another one here on the left.
Yep.
That one's abandoned, right?
That one is the one that's going here on the
Yeah.
left.
Okay, cool. Because we're going to have the water look like it flows out.
Right?
Yeah.
So this one will feed 2 pumps for the waterfall.
Yeah.
This one is the 2 pumps for the bog.
Got it.
And they're coming back with 4-inch. We're going to have to do a trench all the way around. They're going to do 4-inch so they don't lose flow, because if I put 3-inch in the 200, nah, not quite 200.
Yeah.
170 feet.
Don't get all mathematical on me right now. I'm just trying to move dirt, bro. This guy, he's crazy. All right, thanks, Demi. I'm clear now. I got my next.
Right?
I got my next.
I'll make
step.
sure that everything stays in the hole. We won't go onto the lawn at all.
If you need manpower to hold that correctly, then let me know and I'll get him up here. Okay.
We're going to keep everything inside the hole.
Okay, awesome. Thanks. That's the challenge. Every 5 minutes.
What do we got going on here?
Well, these are your products.
Oh, me? What? All right. Bog, this is our bog filter. You can edit that out, right?
A bog filter. Oh, I had it wrong myself as well. So.
Huge bog filter. This will bubble up and then it's gonna flow over to there.
What we're going to do here is something that nobody else does. We've discovered that the easiest way to get all the sediment out of the water is to reduce the flow rate so low that the velocity won't support the capture and movement of sediment. So it turns out that if you move about 100 gallons an hour per inch, that's 100 gallons an hour per square inch, that's so slow that all the sediments will drop out. That works out to about 350, 375 gallons an hour per eco block. The surface area of an eco block is about 3 square feet. I'm doing this all in English measurements, sorry. But we can throw between 250 and 500 gallons an hour into an eco block and be sure that all of the sediment in the water will drop out. That's much more efficient than doing anything by square footage. Many times you'll hear people will say that you need 25% of the surface area or 50% of the surface area or 100% of the surface area in a sediment trap, in a downflow bog, there's all sorts of different types and names. But that uses an awful lot of real estate, and it really doesn't matter how big it is. What matters is how much flow is going through. If you can slow the flow completely to the point where all the sediment drops out, you can be much more economical. This entire pond can be filtered 45,000 gallons an hour through 80 blocks. So we put those 80 blocks in there. Now what happens when you have a perfect sediment trap? You pick up a lot of sediment. In most other designs, that sediment stays there forever. They can't flush it out effectively. So they make them very, very large so they can capture a lot of sediment before it goes septic. We've done the opposite. This is small, it's lean. We capture the sediments. We've got water coming in at one end, we have drains at the other end. When we want to clean it, we drain it down, turn the pumps on and off to flush all the sediments out to the bottom and return it to a clean state. We can do that with little flushes instead of a big clean anytime we want, just by opening and closing valves. So it's a much more sustainable system than anything else out there. Just wanted to let you know.
The size of this pond is
is nothing from what I've expected of it. And I'm not sure if you can see it on camera. I will take a ton of footage of the drone this whole week when we are busy with this project. But I'm literally standing on some of these stones which are twice the size of me. That's incredible. Of course, I can't wait to see this pond filled, but from an educational side, I think it's really good to show you guys how you can create a very natural koi pond as well. This is such a big amount of water that the way how they're gonna filter this is of course different than a normal koi pond or a regular koi pond we are used to in Europe, for example, or other places around the world. But this is very unique. The amount of rocks, the amount of the size of the pond, and I will keep repeating it many times. I was on my way to see the little progress they've made on the box over there, so let's go over there and see what they have done.
What's next? What's next?
I don't know, I see so much gravel going in.
So this is to protect that intake bay. On a big natural pond like this, there can be a lot of debris and sediment, plants, cattails, all kinds of stuff. So we want to protect the pumps. So we have all the pumps inside of those Atlantic chambers with professional vaults, and there's slots where the water can come through. And so if we can get clear water to the spot, and we can collect stuff in the gravel, it'll start to break down with beneficial bacteria. Enzymes will kind of eat that kind of stuff up. So that's the goal right here.
Awesome.
Very different than a real koi pond. This is a natural pond with big volume wetland filters, and we're basically taking this natural pond and getting as clear and balanced as possible.
The amount of work they put in here is crazy. On every single spot people are working. It goes so fast, which is so cool. I hope the sound is good and you don't hear these machines all the time in the background. So the stones for the pond are literally coming out of the forest. Guys,
huge.
I don't know if AJ wants to be on camera this week, but AJ, if you need any koi guys, AJ is the guy. I'll put his phone number in the link. If you're living in the US, we ship koi to every single state here. So I'll leave his number so you can leave him any request. If you need any koi, we have everything on the farm.
Anything you need, any size, any type, we will help find it for you. All Japanese imported koi. Some of the best quality you'll find in America.
Exactly.
We can get it for you.
So look at that. He is getting the stones, and that's a big one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that monstrous stone. Look at that. He is crazy. I just spoke to Sasha, and his concern is that we have too many rocks harvested from the forest for the pond, but there is so much rock needed to get this project done, and I think these rocks are really cool to have them and give that natural look to this pond. So it is really crazy how fast everyone is working. So this is where the pipe's going out. Everything is getting more and more shape. We still have Sasha hanging around here. Gary's coming back soon. They're busy with the second inlet for the pumps, which eventually lead to this place, which creates the waterfall. So the cool part about this pond is that there will be a nice overflow. So that will be from here in the middle. And I'm a little out of breath because there's a lot of elevation here. I will turn the camera because this is the location on this beautiful rock where we get this waterfall into the large pond. So we have the second inlet over there. The first one is finished. We will get 2 more, but that is something you will see, of course, tomorrow and in the next days here at the project at Gary Vee. So how are we doing, Shane?
Doing all right. Getting this intake bay all set here. Getting our rocks set in to get it covered and hidden, make it look good. So everything's shot off of water level. So right over there where Brian's standing, that's where our overflow is. So we've got to set everything according to that, so these rocks don't stick too high out of the water, and then that way our pumps are completely submerged all the time.
So we got Shane from Art of the Yard. You might remember him. We visited him back in Colorado where he built ponds. We will go back to him very soon and do some other great projects with him. to show some of these beautiful ponds he's building over there in the Rocky Mountains. So together with his crew, here you go, guys. And don't mess around with these big boulders. Be careful.
Kind of works.
That click, huh?
If you can. Oh, you can't, can you? What if he came forward and this tried to touch here? Is that too much? To lose it out here?
What if? Should we just spin it?
Yeah, let's spin it and try it.
Okay, so we're gonna get a different angle of the stone.
Spin all the way, 180. Ooh.
Be careful, guys.
Oh no. Oh yeah, that might work. That might work. Yeah.
And this is really
It's just gonna cantilever
an art because you have to work with the elements, with the stones and their sizes and their shapes.
Back?
So this is not just something like, hey, we put some stones in there. It's like testing which angle is the best to get the best natural result on this pond.
I think we're gonna be sitting too far forward. Let's try it.
It's gonna walk towards you, Austin.
Yep.
It's gonna want to almost split. It looks
Probably
like.
gonna go all the way down, huh?
It's your gap.
You think we should restrap?
What's that?
Fucking make this bottom. Make this
Yeah.
space.
That'll help you lean back that way.
Let's restrap it
It'll
really
be
quick.
really tall.
Yeah, I mean, how tall? Yeah, it's gonna be super fucking
What do you think
tall.
about moving it over to there?
Let's
Just
go on
try
that
it.
side.
Yeah.
Let's go that way.
Let's pull that level out of.
Okay, so we move
Looking
this
towards you.
boulder to another place where it fits even better. I don't like that sound.
We gotta go that way. There you go.
Watch Dan.
Yeah. Come down. Let's just see.
Watch your hands. Right there. Blue glove. Good.
That rock, bro?
That's
You see
art.
that rock?
That is art.
What?
That's art.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
Beautiful.
I disappeared for 1 minute, come back, and they don't even need me anymore.
But
That's
you
when
brought
you know
something
you're doing
else.
good, right?
Some pipe work, I see.
Yeah.
So what is the size of the pipe? It's like 3 or 4.
4 inch diameter.
Yeah.
So those are like the expel all the waste out of the wetlands. So we can just open drains at the bottom and expel all the organics and debris and stuff. Yeah.
All right. So for today's episode, how far do you think we will get today, and what is the plan for tomorrow?
Today, geez, it's like already working on 5 o'clock.
It is almost. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna get the intake bays probably framed in. They should have most of the rock pulled out of the forest, and then our big excavator comes tomorrow. When the big excavator comes tomorrow, then we'll be able to start breaking ground on the waterfalls that will wrap into the pond. That'll be amazing. So yeah, that's about where we're at right now.
Epic. Awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Oh wow, guys, your guys are quick.
Oh yeah, we're not fooling around. We just need our material. And then we'll have this trench closed up in another 15-20 minutes. That's really what we need to do. We don't want to leave an open trench overnight. So we'll have it daylight over there, and we'll have this end free to play with to hook up to the liner, and we'll be good to go for tomorrow morning.
He's back.
Welcome back.
All right, Gary, I have a present for you.
Yes, sir.
This is my own Pokemon carp with carps, koi carps.
I love it.
I love you, friends, but you need one more thing to add.
A koi
fish.
It's funny. I told my dad I actually have an idea. We're gonna have more V friends in the future. We were actually, that's a little bit of how we got into the conversation of actually collecting actual koi. So I don't want to spoil anything on camera, but I think I can't
This
share
is
it
a
yet,
deal.
but I'm into it.
Eric, we need a recap of today.
Recap of today. Unbelievable. We got to meet Gary Vee today, which was unbelievable. He came down, answered questions for all the business people and all that stuff, which was really cool. Got to ask questions about social media and so forth. I'm sure you're going to share it with everyone. It's amazing. Of course, we got to spend a lot of time with Sasha today, which is incredible as well. He's the man behind Gary, right? So that's been fun. But you probably want to know about the pond build, right? Okay.
As we speak.
The pond build. Okay, so essentially yesterday, which is our day first here, we did, I don't know north and south, but we did 2 sides of the pond. All rock outcroppings to create interesting.
That's a big puzzle,
grass
guys.
is gonna come right down to the sides. Today we focused on that. If you want to look at that far end, we kind of closed the gap over there. That's where those 2 intake bays are going to be. We're still going to put some giant rocks to kind of highlight those things, but that's where all the suction is going to come for the top part. We also got the liner in this upper deck, and we got the eco blocks in place where we're going to run the wetlands filter. So we did quite a lot of work today, and they've been in the forest all day long, just pulling massive amounts of big, huge rock out. So it was a good stuff. And I gotta say the team's been working really cohesive. You know, a lot of times on a build like this, you get a little nervous about, oh, I gotta work with this person and that person, and there's so many artists and so many chiefs, it's not gonna be done well, but everyone's been working really cohesively. So I'm really excited about that.
What about tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I can only speculate. I don't know the resource yet. We have to go to dinner and kind of plan a couple things. But we have to bring in a lot of backfill for this upper spot. But I know we're getting a massive excavator tomorrow, 80,000 pounds. Wow. So we can move some really large stones. And this is gonna give us the capability to reach way down to do some excavation for our waterfalls that are gonna come through. So this used to have a waterfall coming through. It was only like, 4 feet wide, from the upper to the lower. But we have this expansive, like probably 20 feet on either side.
Oh, wow.
That we're gonna be excavating out, placing these huge creative boulders that'll come down. So we're gonna break into that for sure tomorrow. How far we get, I'm not sure, but it's sure to be eventful.
It's time to go to dinner. Great job.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
All right,
it.
guys, so that's it. Episode number 1. Leave me in the comments what you think of this series. The Gary Vee and Sasha Vee Koi Pond here in New Jersey. Let me know in the comments, guys, and see you in the next episode.